Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 4 Force Season 1, Episode 2. So first up, I didn't tell you guys in the Super Bowl video, but I'm telling you guys now, happy Valentine's Day. This is my contribution to the Valentine's Day effort. We already celebrated Valentine's Day on Saturday because, you know, me and Mr. we old and we got to go to work in the morning and all this staying up late on a weekday. Yeah, we don't do that. Okay. So all of the fun went down on Saturday night. And so today is just it's a nice day. Today is a nice day. And we are going to continue our celebrations at the New Edition concert this coming weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. That's enough celebration for me. So, but hopefully you guys are enjoying your Valentine's Day, your loves, whether it is an intimate love or a familial love or whatever it is. Just, hopefully you guys are enjoying today. And even if you don't have anybody, love yourself. Okay, love yourself. That's the most important. Anyway, you guys did watch the review. Sorry, not the review. Watch the episode. I didn't realize that it came on, but you guys definitely told me that it came on Super Bowl Sunday, which was a shock because usually they skip Super Bowl Sunday because they know most people are watching the Super Bowl. But I guess because you can stream the show anytime now, you don't have to watch it right at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever time it comes on. That's probably why they just went on with their schedule. So yes, I had every intention. I don't skip episodes. So I just thought that they weren't having it this week. So we have it. So today is the review, you guys. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So Tommy, we got to get used to Tommy in Chicago. I think Chicago is more of the grimy feel that Tommy is used to coming from New York. LA might be a little too slick. LA might be a little too laid back. LA might just not be the vibe that he's looking for. So Chicago might be the one for him. Okay. He's of course still missing his girl, Keisha. Every time I see her, I just be like, he was the only one that really liked her. It was just like, you was in love like that. I guess he was, child, but I thought he liked Holly more than he loved Keisha. And that, honey, that y'all know how that ended out for Holly. Anyway, now we see a bar get shot up. And I immediately thought that it was the bar that old girl worked in, Vic's girlfriend. But no, turns out it wasn't that bar. He gets a call and he goes to his brother's house and turns out that his brother had a club with his father. And this is the third time that the club been shot up. Tommy was like, y'all dealing out of here? And he was like, no, we not dealing out of here. He's like, because the shit is all shot up. Like, what's the problem? Like, why are they just coming and shooting up? But, is that what we trying to say? That Chicago just got all this random violence and shit going on? But no, it's a legitimate business. It's just that they've been getting hit. We find out in that conversation that his brother is gay. He actually said that he hadn't been able to get in touch with his ex-husband, but that he was going to need some money, to try to get this fixed up. This is him and his father's spot. Father's sick, and so he's the one that's running everything and it's just falling apart. So of course, Tommy, being who he is and always having access to, if you don't have access to the money, he can get it. So Tommy tells him he gonna be in touch with him later. But at that point, I figured that Tommy was gonna help his brother out. Now we jump over to old man Flynn. Okay, he old and crotchety, sickly also. And Vic catches him like keeled over. He'd been coughing and everything. And so Vic comes in there and he was like, really, Dad, like, tell me what's going on. Okay. Of course, the dad don't got time for this. He can't be inconvenienced with a little bit of a deadly cough. And, he just doesn't even want to give Vic any time of day about this illness that he has. But Vic is like, we can get the help for it. Won't hit us last minute like it did with Mom. Like, we can take care of this, but nothing doing. Okay. Papa Flynn, he got his mind set on this. When he goes, he just goes. Hell, he got Vic. Vic is going to run the business after he dies. It's just the natural order of things. So don't even try to be prolonging his illness and all of that. When he goes, he goes. And he knows that he's leaving his business in the right hands, that his son is going to do the business the same way that he's been running it. I'm sitting there looking at Vic. Vic looked like he want to throw up. I was just like, but he even still, just because he has that innate need to always please his father, he tells him that he's going to do it just like his father did, when we know good and damn well he don't really even want to be dealing with this business no more. Well, we know as far as his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend is concerned that there's the conflict there, that he really wants to be with her. He keep telling her that he gonna let this shit go, but when we see him with his daddy, we already know that that's not really what it is. We don't know what it is with Vic, actually. But daddy is talking about legacy and birthright and, all of this. And I was like, Vic, you sure this is what you want? So after he finishes this conversation with his daddy, what other places for him to go then to see his girl? And he is still trying to be in this relationship with her. She ain't really trying to do that. Okay. He was like, are you in a relationship with somebody else? And she was like, no, because she's not. Okay. Just fuck Tommy. But that ain't nothing serious, So he's telling her how he's, as soon as his father gets his father dies, then he's going to be able to do what he wants to do. And she was just like, you're not never going to be able to do what you want to do because, like the daddy said, this is your legacy. This is your birthright. This is like a family that's determined to keep this business going, and they are going to expect you to carry it on. On top of that, the girl is black, okay, or mixed, whatever you want to call her. So if, and I know Irish people ain't really trying to have their bloodline soiled, let them call it, by bringing in somebody that is non-Irish. You're going to need to marry a white, Catholic, Irish girl. So this ain't really gonna work, but Vic is trying to convince her that it is, but old girl knows better. So Vic got that situation going on. He got the pressure from his daddy. Then when he go home, he got to deal with his sister. Now his sister, remember I told you guys last week, she over it, this whole antiquated way of running this business, the daddy thinking that the man is supposed to be on the street and the woman is supposed to be running the books or, taking care of him. Like, I ain't no fucking nurse. But that's how the daddy looks at her. So she's frustrated with the job that she has. Vic is frustrated with the job that he has because something tells me Vic doesn't even really want to be on the streets like that. The girl would rather be on the streets. Vic ain't going to be running the books. So it's like she would rather be the ones because she knows what this job entails, what it requires, and Vic just ain't pulling it. She's like, we got to get some designer drugs. Like, people ain't just doing this regular old whatever the fuck this is that they doing their drugs now. It's got to be these special concoctions that, the up and coming, the rich and the famous and, the type of drug that people are interested in, not just this run-of-the-mill old heroin or cocaine or whatever they doing. So she wants to do that, introduce that into the family business, but, we already know Papa Flynn is not going to go for that. And sure enough, when she talks to old man Flynn, he's just like, no, we not doing no damn designer drugs. We going to keep it the way it is. You going to keep doing these books, and you ain't even got to worry about being out on those streets because I already told you, Vic is on the streets, you running the books. So I don't know what the sister's name is. I feel like they said it. Give me a couple of weeks. I'll have everybody's name down. Diamond and Jamar are going to have some sort of power struggle, as you can see, because evidently Diamond was the HNIC back in the day. He's been in jail for 15 years, right? Of course, when he gets out, first of all, he ain't really trying to be breaking no rules, no laws and shit like that to land his ass back in jail. But he's also had an awakening. He's different now that he's out of jail. So he is not trying to run. First of all, he ain't trying to do none of the shit that his brother's doing, but it's hard for him, obviously, because his brother is still out there in the streets. It's just still very close to him. So it's going to be hard for him to try to pull himself away. The brother's trying to tell him how it is now. He's got this crew, these kids that's protecting him or whatever. And, Diamond's like, we ain't never needed that before. But he's like, yeah, but it's different now. Okay. So there's already a struggle in how things are going to be ran, but we're going to have to deal with that as it comes, but it's coming. It's coming. We see Tommy's on his way to go see Diamond and Jamar, but before he can get there, he's walking just down the street in Chicago, passes an alley, and all of a sudden, old girl from Power, what's her name? Ileana, I think her name is. Or is it Liliana or Ileana, whatever her name is, the one that Ghost left alive. That's always been like the Achilles heel because we knew that leaving her alive was gonna come back to bite somebody in the ass. Usually it's gonna be Tommy and Ghost. Ghost gone, so who else is there left, you know? So he's walking down the street, all of a sudden she comes jumping out the out the who knows where, like, how did you find me? You know? And he starts fighting with her, and I was just like, oh my God, this is like a coincidence. Old girl is in Chicago. He just ends up in Chicago, and now he done bumped into listen, so they fighting, for real fighting. Okay, she done pulled out a switchblade and kind of, you know, swiped his arm or whatever. And it looks like he was like, you know, I should have killed you when I had the chance. But you don't have the chance on the streets of Chicago. The police is swarming the area. They actually passed by while they just finished fighting, you know, and they had to straighten up and fly right. But, you know, it's kind of like a when I see you again, you better be ready kind of thing. So, yeah, she's going to be around, obviously. So, anyway, he's going, like I said, to go see Jamar and Diamond. So he gets there. When Diamond sees him, he's like, is this the white boy you was talking about? You know, Casper, the friendly ghost, came and took the drugs and the money and all that. Yeah, this is who Jamar was talking about. Well, Tanya's there on some friendly kind of tip, but of course they don't know who he is, so they don't really trust that. Why are you here? Where he notices that Diamond used to be like a boxer. He has a belt, so he's some sort of weighted, belted boxer. You know, you was doing that? He's like, don't worry about it. Why are you here? Tommy opens the bag that he has with him. These are the drugs that are from the drop. I mean, the sale that went bad the other day with the two crackheads. Okay, so these are the drugs. So Tommy is bringing the drugs back to him. You know, Jamar was like, where's the money? And he was like, oh, you know, he gave the money back to the Flynn family. And he was like, I'd have kept the money. And Tommy was like, yeah, I'm not really trying to be on that. Okay, ain't really trying to make enemies like that. He's trying to make good on what he did. You know, that's just not his style. So here he is bringing back the drugs anyway. The shit been stepped on by baby aspirin too. So it's been cut to death. It ain't really the best product anyway. So he gives them the drugs back. When he tries to leave, then the youngins, the ones that's, you know, Jamar got to be protecting them and all of this shit that Diamond didn't even want in the first place, they pull a gun on him. And Diamond was like, are you crazy, fool? Quit pulling guns in my shop. Okay, well, they not listening to Jamar because all that they know is, they not listening to Diamond because all that they know is Jamar is the one that calls the shots around here. So, nigga, we ain't putting away nothing. Okay? And Tommy was like, I'm not even trying to cause no trouble. I am just trying to, like, you know, be right, make friends here. Like, Tommy just want to make some money. Okay? So, when the youngest was like, I'm not putting my gun away until, you know, I get the order, meaning coming from Jamar. And when Diamond looks at Jamar like, what the fuck is this? Okay. And Jamar is stuck in this place like, okay, he got to still keep his power when it comes to his, you know, these kids that he got running for him or whatever. But yet and still, Jamar knows that his brother was the man, even though it's 15 years later. He still has that respect for his brother, but it's going to be a problem, like I said. So, you know, Jamar was like, just fucking put the guns away, whatever. So Diamond and Tommy, they go for a walk. Diamond's like, let me talk to you for a second. So they go out on the streets, and Diamond is really just trying to figure out what Tommy's angle is. Why are you here? Tommy's just trying to make some money. He's in Chicago. He don't know nobody, you know, so he didn't... You know, he done stumbled upon this, and now he see that maybe it's a way he can make some money. Well, they can't even really have a conversation about it because all of a sudden some French Montana looking nigga then pulled up in the car and they kidnapped them, put bags over their heads and everything, and put them in the car and take them to like some abandoned warehouse. So they got them in the chairs, you know, that whole little look. And turns out that Diamond owes a debt to whoever these people, whoever their boss is and shit, okay? So this is the way that they make good on it. You're going to have to pay them. They got some drugs. You're going to have to pay these. You're going to have to go sell these drugs and get their money, you know, so you can be out of debt with them. And we're going to take Tommy. Tommy going to be our collateral. Well, Diamond was like, no, Tommy can't stay here. He's my man. He got to go with me, blah, 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 blah. But Diamond ain't really feeling like selling these drugs because there's cops everywhere. This is Chicago. This is the middle of all of the shit that goes on in Chicago. Let the news tell it, okay? And so he ain't really trying to be out there like that. But maybe it will be a little bit of a help knowing that Tommy is white and all. And Tommy is white, right? So, yeah, we can get out there, we can sell these drugs and everything, but Tommy got to go with me. So they let him go. They give him like 3 hours. Is that what they said? And they were like, you know, you better sell all these drugs and give us our fucking money. So we done released them out into the open, and they can go sell these drugs. So what I was saying is, it turns out that Diamond, remember in the first episode when he was getting out of jail, and the guy was like, let him get out and get settled, and then we'll make the call. Okay, well, this obviously is what the call was about. Evidently, Diamond had then got into it with somebody in jail, beat him up pretty bad. Didn't kill him, though, because wasn't trying to catch a murder charge. You're already in jail for something, 15 more, he's not trying to stay in there for life. So he hurt the person real bad, but didn't kill him. So that is the call that was made. Now he got to make good on it, get these people their money so he can get out of trouble with them. So we got to sell drugs. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but you're lucky because you have one of New York's finest drug dealers with you, Diamond. You will learn that as you, continue this relationship with him. Now, we see French Montana. He on the phone with his big boss, I'm supposing. And he didn't put Diamond and old white boy out there to sell these drugs and everything, but they still need some collateral. They still need to do something to kind of put the fire under their asses, like get us our fucking money. So they end up kidnapping Jamar and holding him as collateral. Diamond is rusty. He been in jail. I've said that how many times already. He ain't really like how he used to be. He's nervous. He's on the street. They're driving. He's actually driving Tommy's car. I couldn't figure out, did he mention why he was driving Tommy's car and why Tommy wasn't driving? I guess because he knew the areas. And I guess maybe it was easier for him to just do it instead of telling Tommy where to go. So he's driving the Mustang, and 2 cop cars pull up behind him. They kind of turn on the whoop whoop. And he's getting nervous, like he's about to take off. And Tommy's trying to tell him cool out, you okay, you good, okay. And then it turns out that they really was going around him to go on about their call. So it was okay, and Diamond's I was like, boy, Diamond's nerves gonna be bad on this whole day, him trying to run these drugs or whatever. So but good thing that he has Tommy there, so Tommy can kind of keep him level, keep his head cool. We can do this. This is just everyday drug dealing, drug selling. We can do this. So the first stop, okay, they go to this warehouse, and this woman, she's the person that's in HBIC, I guess, and she's just sort of Tommy goes in there and tells Diamond to wait outside. If I ain't out in a certain length of time, Diamond was like, yeah, drive away. He's like, no, motherfucker, circle around. Don't leave my ass out here. But, so when he goes in there, she was like, who sent you? And he was like, Rojas, okay. Where the drugs at? They out by the dumpster. So she was like, okay, she go tell her boys to go out there, check by the dumpster. They go out there, they get the drugs. She give them the money. Okay, it's all there. You ain't got to worry about it. All right. So that's one drug deal done. Get in the car, we go to the next location. Everything is going pretty smoothly, but like I said, French Montana got Jamar. So they call Diamond and let him know, we got your brother, So now Diamond is like, we really got to hurry up and finish doing this, okay? So where's our next location? Next location is a butcher shop in the front, but behind, closed doors, evidently they're running drugs from out of there too. So this is the next stop. So Tommy goes in there. All right. And he's talking they almost look Yiddish, but I don't think that they were. But anyway, he's talking to him. He's selling the drugs to him, making sure that they good and all of that, And Diamond is outside, and I guess it's taking too long. So he getting antsy. And I'm just like, Diamond, I'm going to need you to keep a cool head. You already done had a couple of these moments, let's just chill, So inside, the deal is going well, but Diamond doesn't know that. So he finally gets to the point where he can't take it no more. So he's like, fuck it, he going inside. I was like, oh my God. Don't get yourself in trouble, Diamond. Okay, so he goes in there. He can only see the back of one of the guys that Tommy is talking to. So he still don't really know what's going on. He don't know Tommy. Tommy can very much handle himself. But he goes into the butcher shop, and so now he's like, okay, let me have some whatever meat he asked for. Was it pastrami or whatever? And, he kind of looking back in the back, and the guy is kind of noticing he's tripping a little bit, but it's just sort of okay, until he do something, we ain't gonna worry about it. I thought Diamond was gonna blow it, but turns out that Tommy gets the money. The drugs are good. He gets the money. He walks out, and Diamond, takes his little stuff that he bought, and he walked out too. Okay, so that's the second drop, went just fine. Now, the next stop is a crack house. And I was like, this is a little dicey, because usually if there's crack activity and like that, the police are really gonna be in this area. So, but you know, fuck, this is one of the places that they had to go. So Tommy goes inside, and it's like a for real crack house. Like, people is passed out and shit. There's the guy that he's actually selling to. He just cut the bag open, and you know, testing it is one thing, but he done sniffed it. And Tommy was like, "Hey, don't take that shit. You just supposed to like test it." But he sniffs it and he passes out. So Tommy's like, "Fuck, where's my money?" Okay. So Tommy got to be going through the man's pockets and shit trying to get the money. In the meantime, Diamond is out there in Tommy's car, and the police pull up. And you already know he's antsy, right? So the police is asking him to show him the license and the registration. He's like, "I don't want to take my hands off this wheel." You know, they're telling him to get it out the glove compartment. He's telling them it's not his car. They're like, "You are operating a car that's not even yours. It has plates from out of state." Like, it's all of this, right? And it's getting so heightened, in the whole time, Diamond's like, "I am not moving my hands from this wheel. Like, you are not going to be able to say that I was trying to do anything." Like, no. Okay. So it's getting real testy. The police is pulling out his fucking gun. He about to blast on Diamond. I was like, not already, child. And then Tommy comes out. He was like, "Is there a problem with my car?" And he's like, "Oh, is this your car?" And he was like, "Yes." And he was like, "You know, the plates are good. Like, everything's good. The registration is up to date." And he was like, "Oh, okay, so you're not driving?" He's like, "No, he's driving." "Okay. Well, show me your registration and your plates." So, you know, Tommy, of course, is just like, "It's okay, Diamond. Like, cool out. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it." Okay. But Tommy is full white guy, you know, joking around with the police, you know, calming it down, making the police be comfortable, like all of that. It's really a shame that Black people ain't even doing nothing. We already automatically considered a damn criminal, and then a white guy who truly was just in there selling drugs, you know, can come out and make shit good just like that. But isn't that the way of the world, you guys? So anyway, Tommy gets the officer calmed down and shows him his registration, his plates. You know, Diamond was like, "What are you gonna find on these plates?" He's like, "Nothing. My shit is clean." Okay. And sure enough, it was clean. So they were fine. You know, the officer tells them to have a good day. So we done did our drops. We done made all our money that we supposed to make. We done sold all the drugs. So now let's go pay so we can get Jamar back from French, Montana, and his crew. So when they get to the place where they supposed to be going, they got the lasers trained on them. I was like, "Oh no, this ain't about to be no fuck shit now. We've been on the up and up with this. Give me my damn man back, and I'm gonna give you your money, and we gonna be good." So at first I thought it was going to be some shit, but it didn't turn out to be. You know, they did the thing. They gave him the money. They let Jamar go. Tommy and Jamar and Diamond, they all walk out. And so earlier, before all this started, when Tommy said he was just looking for some money, he told Diamond and them to just pay him whatever they thought that he was worth, that he was going to work the day with them, and whatever they decided to pay him, he going to take that so he can move on. Because like I said, Tommy just trying to make some money. So they pay him $25,000. Diamond is still trying to fill out Tommy is exactly what's happening here. Tommy knew Diamond's real name, which I didn't write down. It was something like Charles, you know, it was a real official government name. But Diamond was like, "You pulled my business license. That's how you was able to find out who I was." Yes, that's exactly what Tommy did, you know. Diamond is intrigued by Tommy. I could tell when we was out, like your head was on a swivel. You was checking out your everything around you, your surroundings. Like Diamond is old school enough to know that Tommy, you know, game recognized game, basically. So he's looking at Tommy, and he's already knowing that Tommy is like, okay, something special here, but he still don't know quite for sure. So he was like, "You clocking my city? Like, are you planning on staying here for some time?" Well, yeah, it looks like Tommy is planning on being there for some time. Diamond was just like, "Well, watch your back." Okay, yeah, Tommy watches all sides. Now that Tommy has this money, Tommy goes to see his brother. Remember, the brother needed the money to do the repairs at the club. Like, shit is all shot up. So he shows up at the brother's house, and he was like, here you go. And the brother is just sort of like hesitant to take the money. The brother was like, "Look, I wanted to show you something that I found." And it just so happened that he found a video of Tommy when he was little with the grandmother, you know. And Tommy was like, "You have got to be kidding me. Like, I can't believe they have this on video." But, you know, he's sitting there and you can tell that at least his grandmother really loved him. We still don't know what his mama felt about him. Now, the brother is just like, "I can't believe that, you know, our mother would just leave their child like that. You know, I would never do something like that." And Tommy was like, "How do you know?" He was like, "Because I've never left my child Okay, so he has a child out there, but he ended up ultimately losing his son to the streets because, you know, they showed like a clip while he's talking about his son, how much he loved him and how much he tried to be there for him. And, you know, just the streets had got a hold of him. We see his son out there on the streets with a damn machine gun looking thing and, you know, kind of rifling through the trash and shit, like just out there. So he don't know where his son is, but, you know, it's not because he didn't want to have a relationship with his son. Anyway, the brother is still trying to get used to this whole idea. It's just been him and his father, and now all of a sudden Tommy just shows up. So now he has a brother, okay, as of a couple of days. So he's still not comfortable with this whole thing, and really neither is Tommy. So everybody needs some time to get used to what the relationships are around here. And the brother says, I never had a brother, and then Tommy said, I did. And I was like, oh, we're gonna rest in peace to old ghost. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah. Later on, you guys, we see Tommy. Tommy didn't look like he might have had a little something to drink. He's sitting on his car in the hood. Not his car. He's sitting on a car on the back, on the trunk of the hood of the trunk, okay? And you can hear like muffled sounds of like some motherfuckers that's in the trunk, you know. They're all like, and then we see Tommy, he kind of wiped a little bit, just a little scratch, a little blood off of his forehead, and it's the shirt. See, French Montana had on like a Versace type shirt. So when Tommy wipes his little blood off, we see that it's the shirt of French Montana. Okay, so I was like, oh, Tommy was not gonna let that shit go. So he done went and got French Montana, and I guess, you know, his people, or maybe just French Montana. I don't know who all he got, but they in the trunk. And he just gets up, you know, he pours his alcohol out on the bumper of the trunk, and then he walks away with the trail of the alcohol spilling out of the bottle. And then he gets at the end of the trail, and then he lights it up, you know, very cinematic. This is all very dramatic, and you've seen this kind of scene in movies a million times. But he lights a cigarette, and then he drops it, and it lights all the way up, and it blows up the car, okay? So yeah, French Montana is dead. I was like, oh shit, is this gonna come back on Jamar and Diamond and them? Like, we gonna see. But Tommy seems to think that this is going to make them be more in debt to him. Okay, he goes back to the barbershop, walks up to the window, you know, we got Jamar, Diamond, and old boy, one of the ones that's protecting, you know, part of the crew. They're in there, and Tommy knocks on the window and shows them the material from the shirt. Okay, and they all get up and walk to the window like, I know this motherfucker did not go and kill French Montana. When he walks away, he was like, now you owe me one more thing. Okay, so he making sure that he's getting all of these people that owes him. And then when he leaves there, he goes to see Miss Gloria. Gloria is Vic's ex-girlfriend, or it's complicated, whatever you want to call it. And Vic just happened to be, and I don't know if Vic was scoping out the place or if he just happened to be there. He was about to go in, had just left Wood, but he's sitting outside and he sees Tommy go in there. So remember, he had asked her if she was seeing anybody, and she said no, because she really isn't. She ain't seeing Tommy, okay? But when he saw Tommy go in there, he was sort of like, I knew it. All right, so anyway, he's sitting there watching. I said, why are you going to be a glutton for punishment and watch, okay? But they're in there. It's an easy report, like I said, banter, flirtatious. You can tell they feeling each other. Nothing too serious, but it could go there. So, you know, she had asked him if he planned on being there, and he was like, yeah, because he just feels like Chicago is somewhere that he can breathe, like he's comfortable here, you know? So, yeah, maybe he will kind of dig in his heels for a minute or two. And so when he tells her that, you know, she was like, okay, well, I feel like I need to tell you something. And Tommy don't want to hear it, mostly because he don't care, okay? But she was like, kind of like, no, I need to tell you like who I see. And he don't, like I said, he don't care. He goes and kisses her. Then he's just like, yeah, it's always something. Like, it's always somebody. You can't expect to come into a city and this good looking woman is there and for her to just be single and waiting for somebody. So he already figured something like that. He might even have an idea that it's Vic. But like I said, he don't care. So when he kisses her, now Vic done seen it from outside, and now he's like, that's your ass. Like, you know, oh, Vic, you bought it, then go in there and do something right now. But, you know, he walk off. I was like, Vic, you ain't gonna do nothing, child. Ain't gonna do nothing. So, but that's going to be Tommy's next problem. I guess this little triangle between him and Gloria and Vic. Lastly, since Tommy is now going to be in Chicago, he has to find somewhere to stay, right? So he goes and he leases, if that's what you want to call it, this warehouse space. You know, we used to Tommy having a nice spot when he was in New York. So this is definitely a downgrade, but you got to start somewhere, right? And then we see him get a map. He trying to figure out some shit, and the next thing we know, he didn't broke into Ileana's place. Old girl from Power, you know. He break in there because he about to finish the job, because you know Tommy cannot leave this loose string anymore. You know, once she realizes that Tommy is there, they go through their whole big fight again. And he was like, you know, how did you find me? And she feeling like he followed her there, and she feeling like he followed, you know, she followed him there. But it turns out it's really truly just a coincidence. She left New York after Ghost let her live. She went to Chicago. She said she was living her life just fine until she started hearing in the streets that some old crazy white boy that's out with a Mustang. And, you know, of course, as soon as she heard that, and it's from New York, she figured it was Tommy. So now she was trying to get to him before he got to her, but Tommy didn't even know she was there. Okay. So that's how you know that these two, after they done sat and compared their notes and everything, and Tommy gonna gain some sort of respect for this girl, because obviously this girl got some kind of hustle in her. She's been able to stay alive this long. So I think we already can tell that these two are probably gonna hook up as far as work together. And maybe a reason why she, you know, she didn't end up dying from season 1. I mean, she's been a damn, like I said, a problem and the pain in the puss for sure. But yeah, you guys, so that was the episode. It was good. It's been good. You know, of course, fabulous parts as usual, but it's always been entertaining for me. So y'all let me know what you thought about the show, though. Are you enjoying Force? All right, you guys, let me get off of here, get this edited and up to you. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.